Hi friends, I welcome you all to today's session for the upcoming UPSC EPFC and EO 2023 examination. तो अकाउंटेंसी से जुड़े इंपॉर्टेंट एमसीक्यूज आपके साथ डिस्कस कर रहे हैं. वी आर ऑलरेडी डन विद द 7 पार्ट्स और आज 8th पार्ट के अंदर कुछ और इंपॉर्टेंट एमसीक्यूज आपके साथ डिस्कस करेंगे और अपने अकाउंटेंसी के बेसिक कंसेप्ट्स को क्लियर करेंगे. ये बेसिक कंसेप्ट्स आपके एग्जामिनेशन में तो आपकी मदद करेंगे, आपके कैरियर में भी आपकी आगे बहुत मदद करेंगे. आइए फटाफट से आज के सेशन को स्टार्ट करते हैं. So friends, in the EPFO EO AO 2021 examination, 116 selections were from EduTap and we are again ready for the upcoming APFC and EO AO examination. And are you guys ready for the same? Do let me know in the comment section. So let's start by taking a look at the homework question. तो होमवर्क में हमारे पास जो क्वेश्चन था कि कैश फ्लो स्टेटमेंट को प्रिपेयर करते समय interest and dividend received in the case of a financial enterprise should be classified as a cash flow from. So अगर हमारी financial enterprise है, in this case the interest and dividend received on the investments, they are going to be part of the core operations of the enterprise and they are going to be classified as an operating activity. So answer, I hope सभी ने option number A ही यहाँ पे दिया था. Now moving on to the first question for today. Provision for bad and doubtful debts is created in anticipation of actual bad debts on the basis of. Options are business entity concept, conservatism concept, accrual concept और full disclosure concept. तो my dear friends, हमें लग रहा है कि हमारे जो कुछ debtors हैं, they are not going to pay us back. Let's suppose you sold a mobile phone on credit और उसका जो amount है आपको next month मिलने वाला था और अभी आपको लग रहा है कि वो अमाउंट आपको नहीं मिलेगा, आपके बैड डेट्स हो जाएंगे. तो उसके लिए आप अभी से प्रोविजन बना लेते हो. क्यों बना लेते हो? बिकॉज अकाउंटेंट्स आर कंजर्वेटिव पीपल, दे आर प्रूडेंट पीपल, उनको अभी से प्रोविजन बनाना अच्छा लगता है. तो दिस इज इन अकॉर्डेंस विद, यू गेस्ड इट राइट, कंजर्वेटिज्म कंसेप्ट. आंसर इज ऑप्शन नंबर बी. So my dear friends, all these concepts they are very important. तो आपका business entity concept आपको कहते हैं कि आपका जो business को चलाने वाला owner है और आपका business they both are separate. And conservatism concept as you already discussed कि आपके कोई losses होने वाले हैं उसके लिए अभी provision बना लो. Accrual concept आपको कहता है कि cash received हुआ या cash pay किया, it is not compulsory. अगर आपका transaction complete हो गया है, you can record it in the books of accounts regardless of the cash settlement. Full disclosure concept says कि everything, every material information, full disclosure concept says कि each and everything should be disclosed in the books of accounts. आपको कुछ छुपाना नहीं है, जो भी financial information है सब आपको show कर देनी है. इसका यहाँ पे materiality concept एक variation भी, एक modified principle भी है, which says कि आप material जो चीजें हैं वो सभी shareholders को disclose करो. फिलहाल correct answer option number B. I hope आपको clear हुआ है. Next question. Name the book in which entries are recorded on the basis of credit notes issued. Now, first and foremost, you must know what are these credit notes. Okay, ये credit note क्या होते हैं? Now, let's suppose you are selling mobile phones. आपका business है, mobile phone आप बेचते हैं. तो आपने मेरे को एक मोबाइल फोन सेल किया, ठीक है, और उस मोबाइल फोन की पेमेंट मैंने अभी आपको करी नहीं है. I have taken a credit period of 30 days from you and I'm going to pay you back after 30 days. Okay. So after you made the sale, you would have recorded an entry in your books of accounts. Okay. So this entry would be something like this, You would have credited your sales. This is an income which is increasing. So you would credit it, sales would be credited, and you have not received cash from it for this transaction, but you would receive cash 1 month down the line. Okay, तो अभी आपको यहाँ पे एक डेटर मिल चुका है, अभी आप मेरे नाम को यहाँ पे डेबिट कर देंगे. You have made a debtor and this debtor, यहाँ पे मैंने सर लिख दिया, सर को आपने डेबिट किया कि भैया सर से 1 मंथ डाउन द लाइन मुझे पेमेंट यहाँ पे लेना है. ओके, अब क्या हुआ, मैं आपसे मोबाइल लेके गया, मैं शाम को आता हूं वापस और मोबाइल आपका मैं आपको वापस करता हूं कि आई डिड नॉट लाइक दिस मोबाइल, ये एक डिफेक्टिव मोबाइल फोन है, दिस वन इज नॉट वर्किंग प्रॉपर्ली, आई एम रिटर्निंग इट बैक टू यू. सो नाउ this sale that you made is getting reversed. So now you need to cancel this transaction. How will you cancel this transaction? Now earlier you credited the sales, now you are going to debit it, but you are not going to debit sales as such. We use the account sale return account debit, okay, or return inward account debit. And earlier आपने मुझे debit किया था, now I am not going to pay you back. You earlier debited me कि आपको एक debtor मिल गया, इससे future में payment होगी, but now I am not going to pay you back. So you have to reverse this debit. So now you are going to credit my account. Okay. So now you are crediting my account, and for making this credit you are making a voucher, and this voucher is referred to as the credit note. तो जब भी आप सेल रिटर्न आपके पास आ रहा है, आपका जो सामान सेल किया था वो आपके पास आ रहा है, you are going to prepare a credit note as a voucher, as an evidence for crediting the customer's account which was earlier debited. So the answer to this question, I hope आपको समझ में आया होगा, is going to be option number C. So correct answer, as already discussed, is option number C, sales return book. Now moving on to the next question. This question is, which of the following book is both a journal and a ledger? Okay, in the accounting process, the first book of entry is journal. From the journal, the transactions are taken to the next book, which is referred to as ledger. And from ledger, they are taken to trial balance, and then finally our accounts are prepared. Financial statements, they are prepared. Okay, now instead of using a single journal, we may have different subsidiary books. We can have 8 separate subsidiary books, as we've already discussed in one of the previous sessions. So यहाँ पे one of the subsidiary book that we can have is a cash book. So all the cash transactions, आपकी cash receipts है या cash payments है, all these transactions, they are going to be recorded in a cash book. Okay, now this cash book, it has two sides. One is the receipt side, other is the payment side, and the receipt side can be referred to as the debit side, and the payment side can be referred to as a credit side. So when you are preparing this cash book, your cash account is automatically created. Okay, this cash book, it also acts as a cash account. आपको separately cash account बनाने की requirement नहीं है, because they are both going to be exactly similar. So this cash book, it is a part of a journal as well, and it is going to be a part of ledger as well, क्योंकि it looks like an account. इसके बाद आपको cash account अलग से prepare नहीं करना है. तो correct answer to this question has to be, I hope आपने सही guess कर लिया यहाँ पे, this is option number A, cash book. So do remember it, guys, a cash book performs both as a journal and a ledger. Option A is the answer. Now coming to the next question, cash discount is. Now we have different options here. If you remember, in one of the previous sessions, I asked you this question, what is trade discount? Now I am asking, what is cash discount? And जब trade discount हमने discuss किया, मैंने आपको cash discount के बारे में भी briefly बताया था. And now I am going to test it कि आपको कितना याद है. बताइए, cash discount आपको कब मिलता है? Time of payment, time of sale of goods, time of purchase of goods, या फिर both? तो प्यारे दोस्तों, we discussed कि trade discount जो है, it is given at the time of the making of sale. जब हम सामान को सेल कर रहे होते हैं, बेच रहे होते हैं, if you remember, I was selling you pens, आपने कहा पेन की क्वांटिटी ज्यादा ले लेंगे, I offered you more discount, it was a trade discount. But when I am collecting cash, from you, okay, so I sold you the pens, you told me कि I am going to pay you back in 30 days, but after 5 days you came, you said कि I am going to pay you right away, but give me some additional cash discount for the cash payment that I am going to do right away. तो आपने कहा मैं आपको जल्दी पेमेंट पकड़ा देता हूं, अभी कैश मेरे से पकड़ लो, बट मुझे एक्स्ट्रा डिस्काउंट दे दो. तो कैश डिस्काउंट इज गिवन एट द टाइम ऑफ मेकिंग ऑफ द पेमेंट. ओके, जब आप पेमेंट कर रहे होते हैं तो ये वाला डिस्काउंट आपका पेमेंट के टाइम पे दिया जाता है. सो दिस इज समथिंग दैट यू हैव टू रिमेंबर. तो करेक्ट आंसर यहाँ पे ऑप्शन नंबर ए जो है वो हो जाएगा. So distinction between cash discount and trade discount is very important for examination, and you have to know this basic concept. Now moving on to the next question, bookkeeping is mainly concerned with. Options are recording of financial data, designing of systems of summarizing the recorded data, interpreting the data for internal and external users, preparation of the financial statements of the business. Now we have this concept of bookkeeping. Now this bookkeeping concept is very narrow as compared to accounting. तो accounting के अंदर हम transactions को record करते हैं. We summarize those transactions, we prepare our financial statements, balance sheet, profit loss, and then the useful information is communicated to the respective users. But this bookkeeping is only concerned with keeping the books of accounts. Okay, this is only concerned with the recording of the transactions वाला part. तो यहाँ पे केवल और केवल transactions को record किया जाता है. A bookkeeper only keeps a record of the transactions in his book. So this is only concerned with recording of financial data. तो करेक्ट आंसर यहाँ पे ऑप्शन नंबर ए जो है वो होने वाला है. तो माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, यू मस्ट नो कि बुक कीपिंग इज अ नैरोअर पार्ट ऑफ अकाउंटिंग और इसमें केवल रिकॉर्डिंग वाले पार्ट पे हमारा फोकस रहता है. अकाउंटिंग इज मच मच ब्रॉडर एज कंपेयर टू बुक कीपिंग. And my dear friends, if you are enjoying the today's session, you are learning some new things, don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel as well. Now we have the next question. Which of the following is the capital expenditure? So capital versus revenue expenditure. This debate, this question is very, very important for any examination. Now capital expenditure is something that we are making that is going to give us benefit for more than 1 year. In years to come, it is going to benefit us. So let's read the options. Wages paid for repair of a building. So building की repair कराइए. This is a normal routine item. एक साल का ही benefit consider होता है normally. Wages paid for white washing of the building. तो building के ऊपर हम regularly annual basis पे एक साल में 2 साल में paint कराते रहते हैं. This is also going to be recurring annual item. Wages paid for construction of a building. तो कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ अ बिल्डिंग इज अ वन टाइम फेनोमेना. आप बिल्डिंग की जो कंस्ट्रक्शन कराते हैं वो एक ही बार कराते हैं, उसके बाद उसकी रिपेयर, व्हाइट वॉशिंग, क्लीनिंग ये सब चलता रहता है. Okay, so construction of the building is a one-time phenomenon which is going to give you benefit for years to come. So these wages, they are going to be a capital expenditure. They are going to be capitalized. They are going to be shown as a part of building in your balance sheet. So correct answer option number C यहाँ पे हो जाएगा. So I hope आपको capital और revenue का distinction clear है. This construction of building is a capital expenditure. So option C is the answer. Now coming to the next question, an increase in which of the following account will be recorded on the debit side? Options are building account, capital, bill payable or rent received account. Now my dear friends, you must know कि जो debit होता है, what is debited? Your assets and your expenses, they have debit balance. So any increase in asset or any increase in expense is going to be debited. तो let's try to identify कि यहाँ पे asset हमारे पास कौन सा है, expense कौन सा है. So out of these options, building is an asset for us. Building is an asset. So if building is going to increase, if we are going to purchase some another building, we are going to record it on the debit side. We are going to debit the building and credit maybe cash or bank. So the correct answer to this question, option number A. So you must remember the basic debit credit rules for assets, liabilities, income, expenses and capital. तो अगर आपको ये मालूम है, you would be able to easily answer these types of questions. Now next question is a previous year question. Under which schedule of the Companies Act 2013 the format of the financial statements are prescribed? Schedule 1, Schedule 2, Schedule 3 or Schedule 4? A very basic factual question, very important for any examination. So my dear friends, in the Companies Act 2013, the schedule number 3, it specifies the format of the balance sheet and the statement of profit and loss. Okay, it tells कि format क्या होने वाला है balance sheet का, कैसे आप balance sheet बनाएंगे, किस तरीके से बनाएंगे and किस तरीके से you are going to prepare your profit and loss statement. So these are contained in the schedule 3. So correct answer option number C. So do remember it guys, schedule 3 of the Companies Act 2013 provides the format of the financial statements of the companies. Now coming to the next question, interest coverage ratio can be numerically expressed in the form of the following equation. So this question is about the interest coverage ratio. Okay, so in accounting, we have different types of profits that we make. First profit that you might have heard of is the gross profit. Okay, gross profit के अंदर हम अपना जो trading account है उससे profit निकालते हैं. It is mainly concerned with your sale, purchase and direct expenses. And from this gross profit, we have to make adjustments for different expenses. Okay, different indirect expenses that we are doing. And after that, we are going to arrive at the figure of the operating profit. Okay, हमें operating profit पता चल जाएगा. And from this operating profit, we have to make two very important adjustments. One is your interest payment. One is your interest payment on the debt, on the loan that you have taken. And another one is the tax payment to the government. And after that, you are going to get your net profit or the profit after tax, which is going to be given to the shareholders. Okay, which belongs to the shareholders. Now this operating profit is also referred to as technically EBIT. You might have heard this term. EBIT, earning before interest and tax. How much we are earning before interest and tax. Okay, so let's suppose if I am earning 10 lakhs before interest and taxes, and suppose my interest payment that I have to make is 2 lakh. Okay, so how much interest I am able to cover? If I ask you कि how much interest I am able to cover, सर 10 लाख आपका ऑपरेटिंग प्रॉफिट है, 2 लाख का आप इंटरेस्ट दे रहे हैं, सो इट मींस यू आर कवरिंग 5 टाइम्स ऑफ योर इंटरेस्ट. आप अपने इंटरेस्ट को 5 टाइम्स कवर कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, अभी टैक्सेस को यहाँ पे नहीं देखना. आफ्टर द इंटरेस्ट पेमेंट जो अमाउंट बचता है उस पे टैक्सेस दिए जाते हैं. ओके, तो 5 टाइम्स आई एम एबल टू कवर माई इंटरेस्ट. तो इसका फॉर्मूला क्या बन गया? इसका फॉर्मूला बन गया जी ऑपरेटिंग प्रॉफिट और अदरवाइज ईबीआईटी डिवाइडेड बाय द इंटरेस्ट पेमेंट दैट यू हैव टू मेक. ओके, तो ऑप्शंस को अगर आप देखेंगे कौन सा ऑप्शन यहाँ पे आपको सही लग रहा है फटाफट से बताइए. सर ऑप्शन नंबर डी जो है ना वो यहाँ पे हमें सही लग रहा है. इट इज प्रॉफिट बिफोर इंटरेस्ट एंड टैक्स डिवाइडेड बाय इंटरेस्ट ऑन लॉन्ग टर्म डेट. सो दिस इज योर इंटरेस्ट कवरेज रेशियो. जितना ये रेशियो ज्यादा होगा उतना आपके जो डेट होल्डर्स है दे आर गोइंग टू फील मोर सेफ एंड सिक्योर. तो एज डिस्कस्ड आपका जो इंटरेस्ट कवरेज रेशियो का फॉर्मूला है इट इज एज पर ऑप्शन नंबर डी. So time for a homework question. Name the book in which entries are recorded on the basis of debit note. Okay, तो हमने आपके साथ डिस्कस किया कि क्रेडिट नोट के बेसिस पे एंट्रीज आपकी कौन सी बुक में की जाती है. नाउ द होमवर्क इज कि डेबिट नोट के बेसिस पे एंट्री कौन सी बुक में होगी. ऑप्शंस आर सेल्स बुक, परचेज बुक, सेल रिटर्न बुक और परचेज रिटर्न बुक. आंसर आपको कमेंट सेक्शन के थ्रू हमें बताना है. एंड माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, अगर आप यूपीएससी एपीएफसी एंड ईओ एओ 2023 एग्जामिनेशन को टारगेट कर रहे हैं, वी हैव डिफरेंट कोर्सेज टू इंश्योर योर सक्सेस. And you can get all the details of the courses on our website, or you can call us at this number or mail at hello@edutab.co.in. So आज के लिए इतना ही. Thank you and happy learning.